What's good? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's Marquis Walker from Boston. Stop playing, man. I'm here with Amefika McDowell, and she is located. Where you at now?
I'm in Leesville, Louisiana.
Yeah, she used to be a Bostonian. You know what I'm saying? She moved away. She got away from Boston. I don't know what's going on, why, but she's welcome back all the time. She still got family here, so welcome Amefika McDowell to the show, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will be discussing Mobb Deep, Hell on Earth, but before that, y'all already know I always ask my guests or talk to the chat and say what's going on, how you doing? It's a pandemic. What's up? What's good, Amefika? What's up with you?
What? The whole pandemic? Man, fuck this pandemic.
Everything. Like, you all right? The family's good?
Done with the pandemic. I really hope it's over. But it might not be over, but I hope it's over. I'm really done with it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that are pretty done with it too. I mean, it's just, whew. But I can honestly say, even through the pandemic, still do what you had to do.
True. I mean, not to get all in your business, but did you lose any loved ones or friends, anything during this situation?
You know what? By the grace of God, I did not through the not for pandemic reasons, but November 3rd, which was of course election day, our baby brother Asante passed away. So that was the last time I was in Boston, was in November. And maybe it would have been a little easier if it was through the pandemic, but I don't think it would have been. But other than that, no, I didn't lose any loved ones. I do know a lot of people that did have COVID. I'm glad that they made it through. Shoot, I had my little, and I don't even wear makeup, but I had my little makeup lady. Shoot, I thought she was dead from COVID. And then she contacted me like 5 months later, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought COVID had got your ass.
Like, oh, like where you was at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've been gone all this time, so.
But that's good.
By the grace of God, I did not. So I can thank God for that one right there.
So even like the nail, like I can tell you care. You must got a heart, must be beating. You know what I'm saying? Because you care about the nail salon girl. Unless you that's a selfish reason. I'm just joking. But
you know what I'm saying? No, you're right. You're right. Yes, I do.
You care about all the people. Like, say, no matter who it is, they're a circle in your life. They there in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even like my nail technician, my hairdresser. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Do you know? I had to. And not saying because, not saying a motherfucker bald, but, sometimes it's just so much easier to wake up with a weave on and just go. But when you got to get up and do your hair, oh, my goodness. It's just like, so I did that for like 4 months because my hairdresser was down. Everyone was down. I was just like, what are we going to do?
Yo, I just remember that, like, the chats or just on social media, the women was going, wow, they were going nuts when stuff was shutting down. The hair and nail what?
Oh, that's crazy.
It was going bananas. I'm like, yo, won't y'all learn how to do it on your own and save some money, dog?
But you know what? And I can understand about saving the money thing, because don't get me wrong.
But I get the pampering thing. I get it. No, I get it. I get the pampering. It's good. It's yo, listen, I like to be pampered too once in a while. You know what I mean? Stop playing. But yo, let me give some shine to some of these people in the chat. Some people came even early. I'm gonna give a shout out to Samuel Blind. He said, can't wait. Then he was like, my favorite album. I guess it's Hell on Earth is Mobb Deep's favorite album. You got Ronnie Carlin, and he said, sup, Marquis. And then they chat, and they, they're going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Samuel Blind, yo, Marquis. I got Juan Rodriguez. You know Juan Rodriguez, I believe, right? You met him before. Somebody in Boston. I think you know him.
I don't even know.
Redhead. We used to call him Redhead. You know what I'm saying? He had the redhead. Used to, you know what I mean? Do you watch us play football and all that stuff, right? And chill and do whatever, right?
Well, really? You come on now. I'm a Patriots fan. Blue and red till I'm cold and dead. So of course I watch my Patriots.
No, not the Patriots. I'm saying no, you didn't watch us play. Like all the dudes.
No, I didn't watch y'all play.
You never came to the games? Okay.
No, I would like to. No, I did not come to the games. Maybe, you know what? Now that we're a little older, if you guys decide to do it again, I will definitely be there. Just let me know, because I'm coming from Louisiana, so I can't be there right away, but I will be there. I might not be on time, but I will definitely be there.
If I could get the old crew back and play football, we won't be playing tag. We'll probably be like flag or tag or something. We older, man. We might look young, but we older, man. We got Ronnie Carlin.
Believe me, I know. I can't even understand how that goes. That is weird to me. sitting out here playing basketball with the kids, and then you like, oh, I need some men gay. Well, your ass shouldn't have been out there running them damn mall.
Yo, Ronnie Carla goes in the chat. Let's hit up all these chats, and then we gonna dive into, you know what I'm saying, some new releases. Have you been listening to new music today or no?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, of course, I always listen to, but I mean, it's Mobb Deep came back from like Hell on Earth was 1996. So, I mean, 96 to now, that's over 20 years ago. So even though we still listen, you know what I'm saying? Even though we still listen and have our favorites from old school, sometimes you just gotta get into it. Like me, I love my Gates. I love Gates. I love my NBA. I love my little baby. But then on top of that, you know, you got to think about it. I'm in the South. So from Big Pokey to everyone else, I still listen to all of that. So I'm like all the way around with the music. But and then one thing about Mobb Deep, I've never really listened to them all the time. Like I did Scarface, like Jay-Z, everyone, it was everyone but Mobb Deep. So when I had listened to the record last night, I was just like, oh, I don't know if I can play this right now.
Because like, was you around your kids or something, or you just like the spirit of the album when you first put it on? It was like,
okay. So when I put the album on when I first put it on, the first song, the Animal Instinct, I did not like it at all because even the beat was just like, But then when you get to the second song, hold on, and I had
wait, Amefika, wait, don't get into the album yet. I was just asking you about something else. You started getting into the album, girl. Calm down. But listen, Juan says hello, Amefika. Check that out. I just want you to see that.
Hello, Mr. Juan.
Samuel says Party destroyed Park on Drop a Genom on him. I don't know if you know this,
but you know what? Park came back on some.
No. This is after because Park dissed them first, and then Prodigy came back.
Isn't Prodigy? I don't know if this is like what do you say, politically correct to say, but didn't, as you know, in the words of Tupac, don't one of them motherfuckers have sickle cell or something?
Yeah, Prodigy, he passed away though, R.I.P. though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Good man. You know, I love this music, but I'm just saying it's the whole East Coast. I don't know. I never really got into all of that. I was just too much.
Are you more like a Southern girl, Southern rap, Southern what? What's going on? What's your flavor of rap? Well, I just hit these. I'm gonna hit these comments so everybody can see these comments.
Keep going. Right now, what I'm into right now, like I still do because I do my my line dances and stuff. So of course I have my Big Pokey and I have excuse me, sorry, I've been drinking, y'all.
Don't worry about it. We all drinking. We all smoking.
I have my
chat too. Shout out to the chat. We got Christian Picot. We got my cousin Latrice up in the house. Fan RIP Prodigy. We got Eric Johnson, 1994 is in the house. We got a lot of people in the house today.
It is, but and you know what? That's right. Mr. Johnson, he was like a classic. He's very true. That really was a classic album. The Hell on Earth was a classic album. But anything back in the days was classic anyway.
We got Keith Jones. We got 6 people in the chat. Everybody's coming. It's people coming up in here. So let me just talk about the new releases. I don't know if you heard some of these releases, but I'm gonna just talk about some of these artists. I'm gonna give you a brief pause to see if you ever heard of them or if you're in tune with them. That's all. You don't have to be. I know some of these you're gonna know. They're popular.
Yeah, let's do this Q&A.
So the new releases I was comfortable with and ready to get into today was the first release I listened to was called it's an artist called Benny the Butcher. He put out an album called Plugs I Met Too with Harry Fraud was the whole producer. You got to get into him. He's from Buffalo, New York. He's just a great artist, right? Like, and this is just like he's just lyrical. His beats usually the producers he get what's they dope. So that came out. Justin Bieber. That was the second album I actually listened to. You might.
I like Justin Bieber though.
Listen. I wore the wig before back in the day with the baby. I had that wig on.
But you know what?
I was gonna be Justin Bieber for Halloween. I had the goddamn wig. I'm freaking. You know what I'm saying?
You probably should. Don't tell nobody that, because that's
I just told everybody. But Justin Bieber, he got an album called Justice. It's a great album. I ain't gonna lie. I might review it. Any album that's great, I don't care what it is, any genre, I review it. We got Tokyo Jet, Cancel Culture. I'm gonna check that out. Didn't listen to it yet. 22 G's. They usually down with DJ Premier. They got an album called The Blinky Tape 2. K Michelle got a single called Silhouettes.
Yes.
Great single. I love K Michelle's voice. What you think about K Michelle?
You know what? I have to respect K Michelle with everything she did, even from getting her little ass implants removed. She is just, I think she's like a phenomenal woman, because a lot of times when you do get into, you know, you got all this money and then you're getting all these implants and stuff, but for her to have them removed, and then she even made a video after she had it removed, and it was cool. But her main thing was she wants her health more than she wants ass. So I can feel that 100%. So I have to give it up to K Michelle. But yeah.
I agree too. I've always been a fan of her voice. I just never been a fan of her the way she carried herself. I mean, you in the limelight, yo, cut that ghetto shit out. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, get your business on. I think she's doing that now, but when she first started, it was a weird relationship with me and her. I love the songs, I love the records, but then I was like, I can't really listen to her because I want to like slap her. No disrespect, and I'm not like that, like really slap her, but you know, like in my mind, you know how you joke around, go, yo, man, shut up. So shout out to K Michelle. I do love your music. It's no disrespect. I don't want, you know what I'm saying, niggas coming at me or whatever. But anyway, Snoop got a single out today called CEO.
I do like Snoop though. I've always loved Snoop. I've loved Snoop.
Check out that single. It's called CEO. He's really going in. He's like, I don't know, somebody probably wrote that for him too, because Snoop don't rap that good.
I and then have a question though.
What's that?
What time is it when it's time to hang it up? Like when you go through everything.
Well, rap.
No. I'm just talking about anyone. Like, all right, you started back when you were younger, and now you're like 500, 600 years old. Not technically 500 to 600 years old, but is there a time when you're supposed to hang it up, or should you just
let me put it this way? Let me put it this way, and it goes for not just rap. I don't want to cater to rap, because I hate when people say rappers should retire early. I think all musicians should retire early if they just don't have that passion anymore, and that's up to them. They should be able to know when they don't have that passion. The fans shouldn't have to tell them. You know what I mean? But sometimes they go on beyond their expiration date, and the fans got to tell them. And then most of those times they do retire. I'm talking about musicians in general. And I just think that, like, I don't want to give any examples, but I know certain rappers that need to retire, of course. But certain rappers that are in their 40s, they still got better bars, better music than anybody you can say today. I can name like 10 rappers that's over 40.
I can't agree with you on that one.
No, I can name 10 rappers right now over 40 that everybody will agree that's nice. So they got better albums.
If Eminem is in that package, then I'll agree with you.
Of course he's in the package. He's over 40.
I was just making sure. You know, I was just asking a question.
And then I probably, even though I know Snoop don't write all his lyrics, I still would put him in there, because every once in a while, every year at least he has one hit. So it's like he's still relevant. You know what I mean? So
yes,
Snoop is still nice. You know what I'm saying?
Snoop is very good.
Sucky says some think they still have it, but they are mistaken. So she's on the right path.
Thank you. Oh God, it went away so fast.
Latrice.
Yes, Miss Latrice. Thank you. That's exactly what I just said. Sooner or later, it's time to hang it the fuck in.
And Keith Jones is on your level. Keith Jones is saying old school is better than new school.
Well, of course, old school is better than new school, because you know what I'm saying. We had so much back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never know. Like, kids nowadays will never know. Sorry, y'all, I'm walking around. That's because I got a lot of stuff going on in Louisiana right now. But from breaking down this album, the Beastie Boys, to Nas, Special Ed. You know what I'm saying? Willie D. I don't even know if anybody remembers Willie D.
Oh, Willie D from Beastie Boys. From
no, not from the Beastie Boys. Yeah,
Ghetto Boys. Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what I'm saying, Trick Daddy. You know what I'm saying? We had so much stuff growing up. So we had a flavor, or I should say a genre of all kind of different music. Now, the music that they do nowadays with the and you know, before it was like this chopped and screwed, and then it was, now we have this, everybody's record sounds the same. Now don't get me wrong, I love my Gates, you know what I'm saying? I love NBA, Lil Baby, I love all of them, but it all sounds the same. The one thing we had when we was growing up, everybody's record did not sound the same. Everybody had a different little flavor, and they had their own little flavor.
Because they had to, and they thought that was cool. Yeah. They was like, yo, when I come out, I gotta be different. That's what it was. You gotta be different, and that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then it was different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, when we was growing up, like, you know, I'm an old head. You know, I don't know how many people on here are old heads, but when we was growing up, you know, you didn't announce everything that was going on. You know what I'm saying? You talked about what was going on in your hood, and you took care of you and your hood, and that was it. You don't talk about, oh, I got this, I got that, and then there was not one time. Have you ever seen Run DMC out there with a shitload of money just throwing it all over the place with bottles of Cristal and shit?
No. Real quick, they want to know, Ronnie Carter saying what part of Louisiana you're from. Please watch the screen.
Well, actually, I'm not from Louisiana. I was born in Trinidad. So I'm
tell them, girl, kick it, girl. Keith says kick it.
Yeah, I was born in Trinity, so 100% Trinity. I moved to Louisiana when I was in 03, and I live in Leesville, Louisiana, which is maybe about 5 hours. A lot of people will know New Orleans. It's about 5 hours from New Orleans, and there's a big military base here. So we're not going to get into why I moved, but
we're gonna get into that. We're about to get into this album though. So let me start it off. You got your notes and all that, Queen?
Yes, I did.
All right, cool. Let me start it off. So this is how I started off. Usually, you know, it's just simple. It's Mobb Deep. It's Hell on Earth. It's their third album. They from Queensbridge. So we going to Queensbridge.
New York City, of course.
We going to Boston to Queensbridge. You going to Louisiana to Queensbridge. We visiting Queensbridge right now. Our spirit is in Queensbridge, and that's how I like to.
Yeah, byway. I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So this happened in November 19, 1996. We there. We in Queensbridge right now. They recording an album. We are there. So it's like 58 minutes and 57 seconds, almost an hour. So basically having so Havoc and Prodigy on production, they did most of the production themselves. And you know, I think they had a lot of heavy strings and a lot of catastrophic sounds on this album. So we're gonna break it down. So basically I'm gonna start off with the first track. And then, you know, I'll talk about it a little bit. And then if you could reflect off it as well, that'd be great. Can you do that?
I can try, but I really wasn't into Mobb Deep. So, but you know what? I did some intro.
Explain that a little bit before for the show, because I asked you to come on. I asked you to review an album that you've never reviewed. You know Mobb Deep, but give them a little juice before we go to track number one.
Mobb Deep wasn't someone that I was into, so. I know it's a lot of gangster rap with all of that, and I love my gangster rap, but Mobb Deep just wasn't a group that I was into. So when my cousin asked me, he was like, "Hey, Spam." So I sat up last night and I listened to the record, and you know what? I'll give you my little what I think on the record at the end. But when I was listening to it last night, as I was trying to do everything else, listening to the record, it wasn't something that I could sit there and jam to while I was cleaning or cooking or doing whatever. So now some of them was really good. A lot of the beats reminded me of Dre's beats, but just for the record itself, nah. I would. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say like, you know, anything wrong about. Well, I mean, I really don't give a fuck.
No, you got to first of all speak from the heart. If you're not speaking from the heart, I don't want you on the show.
Yeah, so
right, so number one, right? Let's start off with number one because we already like almost 20 minutes in the show.
We're gonna talk about Animal Instinct.
Yeah, the show's hour long. The show's hour long. We got to get into it. This is the THHC podcast. If I didn't say that, we on fire. We got special guest, Amefika McDowell. Okay, so number one, Animal Instinct featuring Ty Nitty and Twin Gambino. This is what I thought of the album. This should reflect as well. So Havoc's, I put Havoc's question statement, which on the album, like it says in the beginning, he's like Havoc says something in the beginning. He talks about, you know, the difference between this album and his last album, because like the last album was classic. It was the infamous Mob. It was, you know what I mean? So like it was like that album was classic, the second one, and then all of a sudden this one came out and people were comparing them. So they were saying, was this one a classic? Was that one a classic? Are they both a classic? So he was saying this is going to be another classic. That's what he was basically saying on the intro. Just remember Havoc's production. Havoc's production is like majority. He's like a great producer as well as he rhymes as well, and he's an executive producer. So I want to give him his flowers because Havoc did more than Prodigy in the group and just never got that praise. Ty Nitty and Twin, which is the featured rappers, put some seasoning on this food. Good intro record to the album. So what did you think about Animal Instinct featuring Ty Nitty and Twin Gambino?
Okay, so Animal Instinct, it had a nice little beat, but again, it wasn't. I don't want to. Okay, so not saying anything. Of course, it was a classic, but was it better than their first two albums? I'm gonna definitely say no. Animal Instinct, maybe one of the best lines in that was money, hungry, and grimy. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that everyone is, from back in the 90s to all the way up to now, from back in the 80s, back in the 70s. Everyone has always been money, hungry, and grimy. So I can like that. I like it a little. Is it something that I would listen to on a daily basis? Definitely not.
Well, I got, my whole thing with albums like such as this, it's a sound that you have to cater to or not. It's either you like it or not. And this is like one of those albums that I believe the majority of hip hop loves, and they do rate it as a classic. Some rate it almost a classic. Some rate it maybe like you do. I'm not sure. So we'll get your review at the end. But number 2, Drop a Gem on them. This is the song that the guy was talking about earlier about how Prodigy was going back and forth. He was going back and forth with Pac. They both was. They was. Sometimes they didn't even say that. They wasn't even saying each other's names. It was being subliminal. But everybody in hip hop knew who it was. So Prodigy. The one thing I did like a Prodigy, and R.I.P. to Prodigy. Rest in peace, man. Rest in power. That he was not industry. He was not a Puff Daddy. He was not industry. Like, he stuck to his guns, and that was it. He actually dissed rappers. Like, he actually came at rappers that disrespected New York. And a lot of New York rappers didn't when that beef was going on, which I didn't respect. Just like Boston rappers, I didn't respect that too. I figured East Coast, Boston's part of East Coast, y'all should be dissing dudes too if y'all rap. But that's another story. Havoc was that dude. He's still that dude. Havoc's still producing. He's still doing his thing. He's producing with new groups like Griselda and all that stuff. And he's about to come out with an album with Method Man. So watch out for that. Yes, Prodigy. What's that?
I like Method Man.
Method Man's about to come out with an album with Prodigy. And that's the other half of Mobb Deep. So
I'm gonna have to check that out. I will definitely check that out.
So Prodigy, he was heavily dissing Tupac on this record. It was a classic verse. But shout out to both of them, those kings. They both in heaven, and hopefully they shaking hands and giving each other pounds and hugs.
Yeah, of course. I'm almost.
What do you think about Drop a Gem on it? Did you like the beat? What's going on with that song?
All right, so Drop a Gem on it. Let me look at my notes that I had Drop a Gem on it. Oh no, I said hated it. So obviously, now mind you, I might have to listen to it again, but I probably won't. Drop a Gem on it. I was a little intoxicated by the time I got to that song, so I really didn't feel.
That's the second song. How are you intoxicated already?
I'm just saying. No, by the time I got to that song, it was just like, okay, it wasn't something that I can flow to. Like, I need something I can flow to. I don't care how old or how new it is. If it has a good beat to it, I can do it.
Amefika, are you dropping a gem on us now? Can you rap?
I might be able to do a little rap.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Did I put you on the spot or no?
No, why would you want to put me on the spot? I mean, no.
You lied?
I'm not even gonna bullshit. You can put me on the spot. I love being on the spot. What you want me? What you want me?
I don't know. Drop a
8 bar,
16 bar.
Huh?
Did you drop a 18 to 16 bar? I got my cousin on here. He raps. Taj Malik. He getting a check mark. He got to give you the check mark. You know what I'm saying? He rhymes. He's dope.
Okay, well, I don't. You know what? I'm not a rapper, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, I might flow a little. I might flow a little.
Give me something that you wrote before you freestyled and it was dope, and your girl said it was dope and it was clapping and stuff.
Oh my goodness! Seriously? All right, so we're gonna go on the spot like that. All right. So here we go. I gotta. No. I'm just gonna break it down from the end of it, so we can start it from the
beginning. Do a little something. Get right back to that. Just do a little something. You're on the spot now.
Here we go. All right, hold up. So I lick shots. I get props. The clock ticks. My shit drops. Where's the Scotty tissue? Because this shit has got to stop. So that's a little bit. Now I slow a little.
Okay,
listen. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Listen, that's better than me, goddammit. Don't say, shout you out, man.
And I can definitely, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a storm on my brain, so I guess I rain thunder. I'll be Centurion, underground dweller. Come on, be my next contender. I'll give you a bloody lip or a nasty two-chip or a scoop, doop. Hold up, let me break it down for reggae. Me know I cannot what them do, I cannot what them say. CHAMPADAMPS. I lick shots, I get props, the clock ticks, my shit drops. So where's the Scotty tissue? So this shit has got to stop. So that's a little bit.
Yo, that's what's up. Yo, that's what makes the podcast. I tell people, like, when you come on here, man, I'll make you feel comfortable. Don't worry about it, man. We here. Like track 3, we gotta get through this album. Then we got fun after this. Let's get through the album real quick. But Bloodsport number 3. This beat sounds simple, but it's classic in its own right. Hands down a track that hip hop respects. That's all I put. So what you got for that track?
Which one? What are you talking about? Bloodsport or Blood Money?
Number 3, Bloodsport.
All right. So hold up. Let me look at my little notes because remember I didn't like the album at all. All right.
They like your rap.
As a matter of fact, it did have okay. So it did have a really nice beat, and that was something that I could definitely jam to. A lot of the lyrics in there, I could feel what they were saying because, you know, that was the era we grew up in. So even though we weren't going through what they were going through, we kind of were, but we were just in our own, like we were in our own hood. They were in their own hood. So some of the things that they spoke about, we went through the same thing. So I can definitely say Bloodsport was one of the ones that I would probably definitely listen to again.
Okay, that's what's up. Yo, besides that, they liked your rapping. Keith said I like that. Sam said
rap like who is my
Mia X. You know Mia X from the South? Taj Malik, the rapper that actually raps. You got to go check his albums out and check my review.
I'm definitely gonna look at that. You told me.
He said okay. Ronnie, I agree with Sam. You said you was cool. You rapping like Mia X. Cam said that's better than these new rappers nowadays. Prop 6, I mean. And then Keith said, so you're getting the love. All right, let's go to track 4, Extortion, featuring Method Man, the guy that you did say you love, the rapper.
I do like Method Man. I do. You know why I like Method Man? Because he smoked weed.
That's because he smoked weed. Everybody smoke weed. Goddamn, you like everybody? What's wrong with you? So let's go. Let me break it down real quick. So this beat will make you smack Mom Dukes. I put. You know what I'm saying? It's just unless it's sorry because the beat's so hard. I smack my moms, dog. So and I go flawless verses mixed with great tempo. Prodigy stole hip hop, soul, and then rapped. You know what I'm saying? And Method Man put it down like it was first of the month. You know what I'm saying? First of the month. That's how Method was rapping. He wanted that check. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I thought about that song. What about you? Extortion.
Okay, so here's the thing with it, and the reason why I got into that was because Method Man was on there. I wouldn't say I would smack my mama because you know what, we come from the
This is me. It's my
say that, you know what I'm saying? Your mama, they'll bury us in the backyard and nobody.
I know. My real moms
haven't seen us after they done killed us.
Mika, you already know. My mom heard this shit. Just smack me to the goddamn camera somehow. I don't know how. But the shoe will come from down south. She down south. The shoe will come from down south and still hit me.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I wouldn't even be able to say that over the phone because and I know there's no way you can do it, but some way, somehow, my mama would have been able to smack me through the phone. But I can honestly say that song right there, I did enjoy listening to it. As I was sitting here having my little drink, I think I played that like 3 damn times. We're not going to say why, but you know. So I can definitely say that I did like that one. It was a nice beat. That is something you can flow to.
Okay.
Especially when you know what I'm saying, when you're in your little zone and you're jamming. That's
the thing too. When you can feel it in your soul, you can feel it, and you want if you like you seem like more of a rapper than I am, but I'm saying like even a non-rappers.
I'm not a rapper at all.
No, I'm just saying the non-rappers like myself. but I just love the sport of hip hop. If I want to rap on it, it's just dope. Like, and you know what I mean? I'm feeling that's just, it's in my soul. All right, let's go to number 5, track 5, More Trife Life. If you're not a Havoc fan after this track, then go see an Ear Doctor. This is Havoc's solo track. It's a storytelling ability is the best. It's one of the, you know, he's one of the best as storyteller. I don't think he gets them props. Prodigy's not on this album, it's just a single track on this one. He's a single on this one, but why doesn't Havoc have his own get his flowers? I always talk about Havoc and people hip hop talk about Havoc. He should have got his flowers. Every time opportunity I can get to name somebody that hasn't got flowers, I try to give them to him. So shout out to Havoc. This was his little solo joint. It was a storytelling thing. He was talking about a chick that set him up. He went to the hood. He was trying to get some pussy, and then like the chick set him up. You know what I'm saying? He almost fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? Then when he did fuck the pussy, got the pussy, and after that they taped him up, cuffed him up and shit. And then his boys had to save him.
You know what? That's a story that is just ridiculous because even being from the old school, it's really weird because for you know what I'm saying, the song, I don't know, because even nowadays I'm thinking, we're a little older, all of that has passed, but all of it hasn't passed. So everything that he rapped about, a lot of these rappers these days have already gone through it. Look at Mo 3. You know what I'm saying? He got killed from going to get some pussy. I mean, that's just a little. So that song I can definitely flow with. I like the song. I like the rap. I like the lyrics. And honestly, I think everything he said in there, whether it was just a song, I think it was something that he personally been through.
Yeah. I think you can feel the reality in the song and the track. And I haven't experienced I experienced like Trife like women, but I've known somebody that was
like trifling ass motherfucker women. Yeah.
I know one of my best friends that was cool back in the day. He got set up by a chick because he was a playboy. Everybody's playboys back then, and she set him up and got him shot up, and we was heated. So I don't know what happened.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the ridiculous part of it. It's just I don't. I'm gonna be a little nice because this is the first time that y'all are seeing me. Don't ever think about it again, because trust and believe me, the next time you see me, there will be no nice. I don't understand. And it's the same way. Like it was going on all these years ago, and now it's still going on again. You know what I'm saying? We're losing rappers that really are really good. They're coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Pop Smoke.
Music is on point. Lyrics are on point, and all it takes is a bit to do it.
Yeah, a lot of new, new rappers coming up, man. That potential, man. They've been, I don't know. It's the circles they with, and they just that maybe they can't separate the circle that they was down with from the circle that's business. I don't know what's going on, but things haven't been good for a lot of new rappers. You know what I'm saying?
This is very true. This is very true.
So let's go to track 6. Man Down. This is featuring Big Noyd. This is one of their I call him.
Okay, so I did like
I call him the third member of Mobb Deep. He's one of them dudes from Mobb Deep that kind of rap with him once in a while. He got albums out. He's a good dude. You know how to rap. I put the Beat Nut sample this on Hammer Time. That's another rap group. Big Noyd is one of the most underrated MCs that didn't want to rap, but he did rap, and he's actually got good albums and classics singles. Actually.
And you told me that I'm gonna check him out though.
Yeah, but this is not the best record on here. I like it, but it's good enough to be on the album for people to equivalent it to like everything else that's classic on the album. So, what you think about it?
So, Man Down, I listened to Man Down. So I'm gonna look at my notes because remember I said Mobb Deep wasn't a group that I always listen to, but they really in my notes. I like Man Down because it reminded me of a Dre beat. Like, when a Dr. Dre beat, and Dr. Dre always has these ill-ass beats. So no matter how good the beat is, if you can't rap, you're not going to understand it. You're not going to like it. But he flowed with the beat and he flowed with his lyrics. So I really liked Man Down. That was probably one of the first songs on the record that I listened to that I was like, okay, I can flow with this.
And see the difference, how I was like, kind of downgrading the song. In my mind, every other song is going crazy for me, but this song was dope, but it was like not my best. But at the same time, that was your best. And this is what I like to bring to the podcast, because everybody's not gonna like the same stuff. And I hope
I
we
like
don't.
that one, Autographs. Who
because
doesn't?
because we shouldn't like the same thing, and we should like cater to
No,
each
I
other's
didn't say it
taste.
was my best. That was one of the ones I really did like. The Man Down. Yeah, I did like Man Down. It was a really good vibe. Like, and I can definitely see me driving and vibing to that.
And bumping it, right? Yeah, and bumping it. So once in a while, like I told you, like check out the chat, because if I leave something on there for too long, that means like I want you to read
it. Do I like Teddy Pendergrass? Yes, of course. Who doesn't like Teddy Pendergrass?
And then they got another question for you. Amefika, do you like Nas?
Okay, so I do kind of like Nas. And the only reason why I like Nas is because, you know, back in the days, you know, between you and us, fam, you know what I used to do back in the day. You know, let's just say, I'm not saying I did it, but let's just say, you know, he might have came to a little brothel or something that I was owning, and he just came and showed love. His rapping style, I do like him on his rapping style. I think Kanye kind of bit off of him a lot, but if I had to like put it in a basket and pick one out, I would definitely take Nas over Kanye. And I know nobody asked me that, but yeah.
No, I do like Nas. No, listen, spit out anything that's on your mind.
He was in the era where we grew up at. You know what I'm saying? So listening to like back in the 90s and back in the 80s, this is the music that we listen to.
No, listen, he made quality content. Nas is just a star. We got Melanie Gainey saying good evening, Miss Amefika. Good evening, Marquis.
Good evening, beautiful.
And we got Taj Malik, the rapper. He's saying if you don't like Nas, you don't know hip hop.
Okay, right. Wait. I never said. Hold up. I never said I don't like him. I just said if you know what? If you look back, I said I do like him. Never said I don't. I just don't know that much about him. Like when I was coming up, we had everybody from Jay-Z all the way down to, if you're gonna talk up, keep the men in there, from Jay-Z to Trick Daddy, I listened to all of them. But then on top of that, I still listen to my women too. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100. I'm a queen. I'm 100% women. So coming from Queen Latifah to Salt and Pepper, you know what I'm saying? Michel'le, MC Light, all the way down to all of them. I listen to all of them. So if it doesn't vibe with me, not saying I don't like this person or that person or whatever. If it doesn't vibe with me and it doesn't have a good beat with me, then me personally, I'm not going to listen to it. Like I'll change the song. I'm not going to change the album. I'm like, okay, there's something else on this album that might be good. But as far as that right there, no. If I'm not going to sit there and let
Fika, how much time do you give the album? Say you play a song, you play the album, you play a song. How much time do you give it before you skip it?
Honestly, okay, wait. A song. I'll give a song a good maybe a minute. If it's not. And a minute sometimes might be a little too long, but I'll give a song a minute. If the beat is not hitting from the beginning, and then when the lyrics come on, if it's not hitting, because I won't listen to it, and then I'll pass it and listen to another song or listen to another song. Now, after I listen to the whole album, and if the whole album literally, say the whole album was like an hour and some change, and it literally took me maybe 5 minutes to get through all the songs, obviously I'm not going to listen to that album no more. I like my gangster rap. I like my old school. I like my new school. I like it all. But if it's not something that I can vibe with, or something that nowadays we have, we're a lot older. We got a lot of shit going on in our minds, and a lot of shit going on with everything going on. So the last thing we need to listen to is some music that is just, excuse my language, people, but bullshit.
True. No, you're right. You're right.
If I'm not feeling it, like I gotta. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not.
First of all, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get through this album, and then what I'm saying. I know they asking questions, but they could save them to the end if they want. That'd be great. But let's get through this album. Number 7, right? Can't Get Enough of It. Featuring
so Can't Get Enough of It. I had a question mark on there because it was just like,
Don't worry about it. Let me get into it. This was an okay song too. Havoc's sound is duplicated though. I want to give out more shine to Havoc, because his sound is duplicated with a lot of producers nowadays. So and then they act like they never listen to Havoc for some reason. But like you could tell somebody's beat was influenced by a certain
yes, definitely. And it's that's the thing.
Yeah, like you got to give credit. You got to give credit where it's due.
Exactly.
I was saying, where's General G? I don't even know who General G is. That's funny that he's a feature on here, but that's the first time I've ever heard of him, and probably the last time. I'll be honest. And then I don't know if he passed. I'm not sure. Another record that would be a hit for others, but just good for Mobb Deep. So I thought this record was good, but it would be a hit record for anybody else. So and you had a question mark, was you just had nothing on it, right?
Yeah, there was nothing. But you know what? You got okay. Well, we'll talk about that at the end of the show, like the whole thing.
No, we could, because everybody's talking about female MCs right now, but like we can't join them right now because we got to get ready. We got to get through this album. So we're gonna stop.
Eve is amazing.
Eve is amazing, but we're gonna stop listening to them for a while. So number 8, Nightmare Vultures featuring Raekwon. This joint hit me over the head. This one hit me over the head, man, and it breathes New York City. Music that puts fear in the air. It's one of them songs that if you played it in the song in a car, if you had a gun on you, you shooting somebody.
But you know what? That's I can understand that, but
it's just one of those songs that's like, yo, this song's gangster. Raekwon has his own language.
I love my
there will be a college course for Wu-Tang, I think, eventually. And I just said shout out to Wu-Tang. I just love Wu-Tang. But I mean,
like no matter what, you gotta have respect for all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody now, they wouldn't be around if, you know what I'm saying, our old school people did not open the door for them. So yeah, you definitely gotta have respect.
What you thought about this song, Queen? What's going on? What you thought about it?
Which one? Which one are we talking about?
Nightmare Vultures featuring Raekwon.
Okay, so I listened to the song, and my notes on this song was like it was a good song. The beat was okay. Maybe if they had like a stronger beat, then it probably would have went a little further than it was. But as it was, I guess because of the beat, I don't know. This album, you
gotta think about it. This album was like really dark. It was really a dark album.
I can understand it was a dark, but you know what? Okay, so getting into it wasn't the best album though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This was their third album. This was not their best album at all. They did, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? They did so many songs, like My Black. You know, of course we had the Infamous, and then hold up, Thug Music. You know, Survival of the Fullest.
So, did you drink another shot without? I didn't see you drink that shot. But yo, number 9. Let's go to number. No, I said you drink another shot and see you drinking. But number 9. Let's go to number 9.
You said you didn't see me drink this. Oh no! Actually, I haven't drank a shot yet. But you know what? I'm definitely gonna thank you for reminding me because I'm about to go and take one now.
But listen. Number 9. Before you drink all these shots, you better.
I would never drink my shot.
Number 9. G.O.D. G.O.D. Part 3. Produced by Havoc. It had like a Twilight, like they was doing a skit in the beginning. It was like a Twilight Zone thing in the background. They was busting out the window. They was like, yo, see, I'm gonna shoot you out the window. I'm gonna shoot you out the window. This was like another dark, gritty beat. Sounds like a movie score, you know. And it was just some gangster shit. That's all I put. That's what it was. What you thought about it?
I like the whole. That would be one of the ones, like if you were exactly what you said. You know what I'm saying? Riding in the middle of the night, and it's just like. Say you see somebody that you don't, I don't even want to put that because, you know, I don't know how many people are listening and, you know, I don't have a filter, but that would, just like you said, that would be one of the songs that I would definitely listen to if I was riding up on someone.
He said Godfather Part 3 sampled the movie Scarface, so they sampled that. So my chat, I give it up to my chat. My chat actually researches stuff online. I call them they be like, they be like, you know what I'm saying, fact checker. I call them the fact checkers. We might come up with a better name, but the fact checker.
You know what? I like fact checkers. That's the one thing I love. I love somebody to check my facts.
Yeah, they put in some work down there. So, you know, shout out to the chat. Shout out to Ronnie. Shout out to Samuel, Keith, Cam, Taj, Latrice. Who else was in this chat? Melanie. Oh Lord, Melanie. I better not get my girl's name wrong.
Wait, what that different street? That is true though.
Ghostface Killer is my favorite member of Wu-Tang. They just talking in there. I'm just like putting that stuff up.
But come on now. No.
No, wait. Don't stop talking about it. We gotta
don't get me wrong. I like Ghostface. Don't get me wrong. I like Ghostface. I have slept to Ghostface Killer. So yeah. You know how you put the music on and you sleep to what, Teddy Pendergrass or Barry White? Yeah, I've actually put it on and slept to Ghostface.
That's probably that album with the Emperor on it. You know what I'm saying? It had the Emperor City. I think it was called Emperor City or something. It had a lot of R&B stuff on it, like real nice melodies and stuff and singers on it. So he did like an R&B album. That was dope. Ghostface is dope. Ghostface is actually my favorite member, but I'm not gonna get into it right now. Number 10, Get Dealt With. I said Bacardi Lyman must be sponsoring the album because they talk about Bacardi all the time on this album. Must be their favorite drink back then. This beat took me back to Queensbridge. MC's putting in work in the 90s, and I thought this was a great record. What you thought about Get Dealt With?
I thought it. Hold up, let me look at my notes because again, I didn't really. So I thought it was okay. So that song, I thought it was a really good song. And I kind of thought it was kind of, maybe in just my opinion, it was kind of uplifting to people who were coming up, who didn't know where to go or how to do this. So I did like that record. Is it something what I would vibe to in the car just like every day? No.
Okay. That's what's up. That's all you gotta say. Nothing crazy. Let's get through the album because if we do want to answer questions, we will. There's a lot of people in the chat, so we can answer questions. Let's get through the album, and we can talk about anything else. I don't care after that. If you want to go on if you want to go on longer than an hour, we will. If not, we shut it down in an hour. So, number 11, Hell on Earth, Frontlines. This is another.
Okay, now I liked Hell on Earth.
This was a classic record, classic verses, quotables for days. It's sampled like people, more than 25 artists sampled this record. I'm gonna give you a couple of artists that sampled this record. That's how dope this record is. You know how people sample Stevie Wonder or whatever? Yeah, 25 or more artists sampled this record. So like you gotta give the original record credit. You gotta give Havoc flowers. EPMD sampled this. Beanie Siegel, Planet Asia, Erykah Badu, Westside Gunn, Saigon, Hama Madea, Jedi Mind Tricks, Rakim, etc. I just wanted to name a couple that sampled this album. This is a great record. What you thought about number 11, Hell on Earth, Frontlines?
Actually, the Hell on Earth, I loved it. That's one of the songs on there that I love. And when you asked me, when you asked me to do it, and I was sampling the album, I thought Hell on Earth would have been first. Hell on Earth probably should have been first, and it probably would have, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, okay, well, let me vibe to this, instead of not, Hell on Earth wasn't first, Animal Instinct was first. Mm-hmm. But I did like the Hell on Earth. The only reason why I liked it is because they just say, one thing I like about a rapper is when it's again, when you're talking truthfully and you know what I'm saying, no matter what goes on in your life, it's like, hey, if if my dick is in the dirt, I'm gonna need somebody to help me get me out the dirt. And instead of being, I see it.
That's why I showed him. I still got the tape, dog. I ain't playing around. This is old school, dog.
Are you serious? Is that an 8-track?
It's fucking 8-track for our generation. 8-track for our generation. The tape. You know what I'm saying? And then if anybody want to get some property, they can't get no property. Let's put it that way. They ain't coming over here. I'm strapped 3 times or maybe 4 times. So that's not happening. If y'all want my property, y'all come.
Well, I'm in Louisiana, so it's a little different for us out here.
I'm licensed up here. Stop playing. But number 12.
I don't even know if a car. I don't even remember. I remember the cars, but I don't even know if a car still has an 8-track tape recorder in it.
I don't know what's going on, but let's go to number 12. Like, let's get through this album, girl, before you get drunk on me. Number 12. Number 12. Let's go, Amefika. Give It Up Fast, featuring Nas and Big Noyd. Another one produced by Havoc. This beat is a pimp. It's like a pimp. It's slapping ears. You know what I'm saying? Nas is everything in the 90s, and he's still doing his thing right now. Go check out his latest album. Big Noyd is one of my favorite hood MCs, just real hood. Mobb Deep for life all day. Shout out to Flea Lord. He's a prodigy of Prodigy. He's a prodigy of Prodigy. Prodigy of Prodigy. It's a new rapper that just basically before Prodigy passed, he was like coaching him, and now he's one of the hottest rappers now. So shout out to Flea Lord. Shout out to Lord Mobb. Shout out to Lord. That's just something they do. So give me number 12. Give It Up Fast featuring Nas and Big Noyd. What you thought about that?
Okay, so again, well, with the whole Nas thing, I think Nas, I've always liked, but there's always been something about Nas. He has this like raspy voice, and I like it. So anything that he comes on, I like the song. The song was a really good song. I can again, is it something what I would sit there and jam to every day? No. But would I listen to it like, just pulling it up on my phone? Yes, I will. I love the lyrics. I don't know if I believe all the lyrics or believe everything that, what I'm saying, they said in the lyrics or, the whole song, but it is definitely something I probably will listen to again. Not 100% sure, but yeah, okay. I might listen to it again.
Number 13, Still Shinin', another Havoc beat. Beat sounds like some evil choir singer church joint. This track sounds like 1995. This sounds like it's 90. Samples Hospital Prelude of like a love theme by Willie Hutch. That's the sample. That's what was sampled. Hospital Prelude of Love Throne. I thought it was a weird title by Willie Hutch, and it just sounded like a weird name, but they sampled that. I don't know what that is. I think I'm gonna go listen to it, whatever that song is, but I'm gonna go check it out. But what you thought about Still Shinin', number 13, track 13?
You know what? That's weird that you said, because I said 96, but you said 94, and it's it's probably somewhere.
But that's it sounded like 95 was their last album. It just sounded like it belonged on that album. That's why I said that.
I think honestly, with the whole church vibe, because it has like, just to go back on what you said earlier, like a whole dark vibe. The dark vibe was good for me. I really enjoyed that song. I know you probably didn't, but I really enjoyed. Now that's something that 9 times out of 10, after we finish tonight, then I'll probably listen to it again. Okay. I like the dark. I like the darkness of it, but even the words, you know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to the words of what people say. So that one song, I really believe what they were saying. Oh my Jesus, are y'all serious? Sorry, you guys.
Somebody calling you.
Oh no, it's all right. So I really believe. Yeah.
Well, we almost done. I know did you tell your fans about an hour? Cause you're just doing an hour, right? So if we doing an hour, we got 8 minutes. Let's get through this.
No. Actually, no. I don't. Come on now. I'm a grown ass man. I don't give a fuck what they say.
No, I'm just saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's your time. I respect time. That's all I'm saying. Let's go to number 14.
Oh, no, they on my time. I'm the one that's cooking. They coming over here to eat. They on my time. They will be okay.
Oh, that's what's up. Let's go, but let's get through this and see if let's get through the album. The whole thing is to get through the album, because like if we got like people in the chat, they like to ask questions. So everybody get their questions ready. Start asking questions now. Number 14. Number 14, Apostles Warning. Another great song. This beat sounds repetitive a bit. I thought it felt a little repetitive. Still rocking with the verse, but can't skip it. Samples People Make the World Go Round by Michael Jackson, actually. I just want to shout out Loud Records, because it was on Loud Records, this album. And this is I think this is one of Mobb Deep's best albums. What do you think about the song? And then I'll let you talk about the whole album.
Right, so the song was okay. I can understand what, the Loud record label. I understand that. Sampling Michael Jackson, maybe the beat, but not the feel of it. Again, I don't think this was one of their best albums, these best albums. Okay. I'd probably say number 1 album, but it's kind of hard to come back with a trilogy.
It is. I mean, I believe their first album was a dud. I think the second album was a classic. I think this album, I'm not gonna say, I never say the score of the album, because I want people to actually watch the video and then click on the description. That
I think the third, honestly, I think the third album is a classic only because of the era it was in and the words that they were saying on every different song. And then, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? They had a whole bunch of different people on the album. So I do think this album is a classic. A lot of people might not think that. I think it's a classic. Is it something that I would listen to all the time? Definitely not. There are a couple songs on this album. The beat is hitting nice. The lyrics are really nice. You know, you have that little flow. Even if you're sitting there smoking a blunt, there's some of them that you can sit there and smoke a blunt to, because you know you have to be in that zone to, you know, listen to that music and smoke a blunt. But I would give, like I think I told you last night, like even listening to the whole album, and I would like I you know what I'm saying, fam. I told you I would give the whole album like a strong like. I said 6, but yeah, I would give it a strong 6 if I had to rate it on 10.
So you're going on the 10 scale?
On the 10 scale, I would give it a strong 6.
Just so you know, we do this. We just because it's Boston and we represent Boston, we do base it off Benzino's magazine, The Source, because since we started,
Benzino sucks. Let's not get into Benzino.
All right, but listen. Out of respect of Benzino, we do the 5 mic system in Boston. That's what we do. So give it. So if you give it 6, that means you give it a 3. If it's 5 mics, I'm guessing. Ronnie's giving it 5 mics. Sam's giving it 5 mics. And they
I wouldn't give it a whole. So you do. I wouldn't give it a whole. So I said 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. So let's maybe if you're doing on this the 5 mics, and I would have to give it maybe 2.5 or maybe a strong 3, because this wasn't their best album. It definitely wasn't. One of my favorite songs from them was Shook Ones. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and that's on another album.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's a whole different album. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to come back when you have this amazing album and then come back. A lot of trilogies don't live up to the word trilogy. It's just this album or that album or this album or that album.
Okay, that's what's up. A lot of people give it 5. Juan gave it 4.5. So it's still top rated. Like you gave it 3. I will have my I guess my rating in the description. And Amefika, so if you are selling something, if you have anything to promote, this is the time to do it. Or just say some kind words, some nice words. If they have questions, we can continue this chat as long as you want to.
I mean, we can continue. I just want to thank everybody because this is like my first podcast. I didn't even know what a podcast was. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, fam, is it a video? Is it a voiceover? I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a clothing store, so I have all this stuff all over my house trying to get all the clothes together. And my fam was like, all right. Then I went food shopping. So, I'm cooking for the family that's coming over tonight. So I really appreciate all the love and not even, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. I appreciate the comments. The negative, not negative, because there really wasn't any negative comments, but I appreciate all of that. And I don't know who's on here because I don't know you guys down there, but sooner or later, hopefully I will get to know you guys because this is not going to be the last time I'm going to be on here, but I really appreciate you guys showing me the love and respect that knowing, like, you know what I'm saying? I just listened to this record, so I didn't know too much about Mobb Deep. So I really respect the way that you guys, you know what I'm saying, put your comments in and treated me. I have to respect that.
You get mad love. You get mad love. Speaking of, we was talking about, Raekwon earlier from that song, but Ghostface and Raekwon for shits and giggles, they're doing verses. You watch verses.
I see that. They're gonna do
a verse tomorrow. It's tomorrow, so I'm watching. I'm watching that. That's on.
I'm watching it. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Yeah. See, so Keith said you did good. Juan said that'll be a good verse.
I want to see
Jeffrey
that.
Lopez. What up? Salute to Jeffrey Lopez. He just joined. Little late, but no, never late, baby. Never late to the podcast. My man Jeffrey from Dartmouth, Mass, baby, Beantown. Hit the like button. A lot of these people, I swear to God, they're genuine fans. We genuinely have my family, and I might not know their faces. Some of them I do. Some of them I've been inviting on the show. They haven't joined yet. Come on the show, y'all. Show your face. But and that's what we do. So sometimes like this, like say we talking, I can share the link with anybody while we're talking, and they can come and join us, and we can all have a conversation. So, and that's why I'm open to at least having 6 people on the screen if we want. But like if we doing something more, I would say intimate, like on the screen of like reviewing something, we don't want too many heads on there. But so something like this, it'd be me and you. We have people talking, and then at the same time, if we need an expert or we want to talk to a rapper or a producer, we interview them live or we talk to them and stuff like that. So
I think that's awesome. I you know what? And I gotta say, what you're doing, this is awesome. Jesus.
Thank you.
It will be all right. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm like, I'm
don't worry about it. You can always mute it. You can always mute it and then like take a call and then I can keep talking.
Oh no, I don't need to mute it. Shit, they'll be all right.
Okay. So I'm just saying, Juan saying you did excellent for your first podcast. Ronnie said,
Mr. Juan.
Marquis Walker, favorite song from Mobb Deep. So basically, this is answer. What's your favorite song from Mobb Deep? I'll give you my favorite song.
Shook Ones.
Shook Ones. Shook Ones a great. Shook Ones is a great one, man. Shook Ones is a great song. I can't say I got a favorite because I'm like moody. So I'm a moody person. So in my mind, I'm a Leo, man. So I chase the feeling. If it's a good feeling, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, now you want to show the chest. Lord have mercy, you showing that face.
No. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I was just trying to prop the phone up.
I'm just joking, man. Give something to the fans. Give something to the fans.
I am so sorry, you guys. Don't mean to be disrespectful or ignorant. I told you I'm about to cook. You know, my family comes over every
I'm just joking. Amefika. If y'all don't know, man, I know Amefika. We've known each other for years. Really good friend of mine from back in the day. We lost touch, and she decided to join. She listened to the album. Never listened to the album. So I thank her for coming on. I thank her for listening to the album. I thank her for chatting. I thank her for being a good co-host. Hopefully she comes back and joins me.
Definitely want to come back. Just remember, like, you know what I'm saying? I am 52 years old, so just remember, I'm gonna listen to it. So I'm gonna have my own flavor, my own thing on it. But I would definitely love to come back. I cannot wait for next Friday. Sorry, y'all. I'm about to start cooking. Y'all are more than welcome to join me in this kitchen while I'm cooking.
I wish. What you cooking again? Tell the crowd what you cooking. We might do a cooking show for you. We might do a cooking show.
Oh, so I love to cook. So I cook all the time. I'm from the islands, but I'm not doing any island food tonight. I'm actually doing these steak and cheese bites that, you know, I have to do the shredded steak with the green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and then with the mozzarella cheese, and I put it in like this little bread and bake it in the oven. So when you take it out the oven, it's like in Boston, like Joe's steak and cheese. Being a sub, it's like baked in this like bun.
Oh,
when
come on, man!
Open, everything is in there.
Like that bun, like that. Yo, stop playing, man! I'm about to jump through the screen and go to Louisiana. I'll eat. I'll play around, dog. I'm playing around, dog. Yo, he saying damn sis like that. He's talking about like that food, man. What's going on? Yo, look at you look good for 52. Beautiful. Look at that. I'm telling you, man. Oh, Amefika, do you like Patti LaBelle? They also had another question. Do you like LL Cool J?
I love Patti. I love Patti.
What about LL Cool J? They said that was another question by Ronnie.
Cool J. Ladies love Cool J, of course. Duh.
Jeffrey said you look 39.
Well, that's very nice. I wish I was, but I'm not.
We all wish we were 39 again. You know what I'm saying?
No, I you know what? I wish I was. I honestly, I wish I was like 15 again, still living in my mama damn house. Because you know what?
I know, paying no bills. You know what I'm saying? No responsibility.
Fam, out of every hood I have been in, adulthood is the worst damn hood I've ever been in.
Hold on, which one's the best? Hold on, which one is the worst? Where?
Adulthood. I just don't like adulthood. I have been in every hood.
Where you at right now, you saying? Or where?
Just adulting. You know what I'm saying? I would you know, when we were younger, we were like, I can't wait till I get older and leave your house, mama. I wish I was.
Yo, adulthood is like it's the killer, man. I used to tell my daughter, be a kid, and she never really. She didn't want to be a kid. She wanted to be a grown up. But then when she was a real grown up, I'm like, oh, now you want to. Oh, now see, Now you missing the beginning.
Grown up and is hard.
Yo,
it's hard.
Responsibility, bills.
Grown up. You know what? It's not even the fact that being a grown up. The grown up and it's hard. You gotta watch what the hell because you know what? You can't just snap, crackle, and pop somebody for talking shit. And back in the day, that's what we used to do.
You can't. They asking us some questions real quick. So we about to get off here, but they asking us, we like Luther. I like Luther. They want to know if you listen to the Delphonics. I like the Delphonics.
I do like the Delphonics too.
Stylistics. We got people our age. You know what I'm saying?
You know what else? One thing when I'm here.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, the Spinners. I like the Whispers. The Whispers is my favorite old school group. The Whispers. I love the Whispers. That's my group. I had my daughter through the Whispers. My daughter was conceived to the Whispers.
Huh?
My daughter was conceived to the Whispers.
Oh well, that might have been TMI, but it's okay. It's a wonderful.
I'm here to embarrass her in the future. You know what I'm saying? When she watched this, so.
And see, like when my family comes over, we do like Michael Jackson. I love my Michael Jackson, so I do the Michael Jackson experience. In here dancing. I love my Whispers. I love my Spinners. My Temptations. The Juicy Temptations. One of my favorite albums from the Temptations, I promise you, is their Christmas album.
Yo, that's one of the best Christmas albums ever. The Temptations Christmas. Yes, it is. That one in the Michael Jackson with the group. When he had the group? Jackson 5. Jackson 5 Christmas album. Jackson 5 Christmas album is dope too.
Yeah, that was okay, but the Temptation
that was dope too. You crazy? I know Temptation was dope.
No, don't get me wrong. I love my Michael. I love Michael, Jermaine. I love them all. I still do it now. But yeah, the Temptations. Oh yes, that was one of my favorite songs on there. Was okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I know we say "Give It Up" on Christmas Day or "Make Love" on Christmas Day, and that's not a bit. But yeah, I can't even. You know what I'm saying? I'll be drinking, so But he's a drummer boy, you know what I'm saying? On the Temptations, I love that was one of my
brothers. The Moments, Barry White. They talking about some good stuff.
Yes,
out of the blue, he just brings it back to rap. Too Short is the greatest rapper of all time. Yo, you bugging out. I call him Cam because I can't pronounce his name, but Cam, you bugging out. Stop playing. You're bugging. I love you, man. I love you, man. That's your opinion, though. That's your opinion.
Well, did he say Too Short is the greatest rap? No, he didn't.
He did. Hey, listen, we got everybody on the chat. We got everybody in. This is hip hop. This is R&B. This is black people.
You know what? You'd have been better off saying Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Too Short, really?
Yo, this is funny. David Ruffin. Oh, that's not funny. That's real. David Ruffin is a real Temptation member. I thought that was the dude from the group from what's that movie?
The movie?
What's the movie that
The Temptations?
No, not the Temptation movie.
And these are the Temptations.
No, the movie Robert Townsend played in with the singing group, and they imitated all the
5 Heartbeats.
5 Heartbeats. I thought he was talking about.
I can't deal.
I was like, what are you talking about? The dude from 5 Heartbeats.
Like nights like this, I wish. No, that's actually my brother.
Falling.
That's one of Big Shot's favorite movies. I have no idea how it's his favorite movie, but
they just bugging out in the chat right now. Actually, if she listens to Little Anthony and the Apiros,
no, I don't know, but you know what? I will put it out right now.
But listen, we can rewatch this later. That's why I want to put them on the screen. Everything they popping on the screen. But guys, yo, great show. Amefika again. I want to thank you for coming on the show. It's your first podcast. People don't notice the first podcast. You was flawless. You did great. Hopefully, like I said, you join me again for various topics. And you can always join us on the Passive podcast, which I do at 1 on Sundays at 6 p.m. And we talk about every subject in the world. And that's probably like one of the ones you can just go crazy on and talk shit too. This one's more musical because I like music. So I did 2 podcasts, 1 music, 1 everything. And sometimes I go crazy. I talk about everything on here too, but mostly music. You know what I'm saying? So what you thought? What you think about the podcast? What you think about your first podcast? What you think about everything in your experience?
Honestly, I I enjoyed it. And it's not just the alcohol talking, I promise y'all. I enjoyed it. I was really nervous.
Yeah.
Even sitting up last night doing the whole intel on the Mobb Deep album, and then sitting up today, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. I was nervous. I didn't know if I could do it, and because I'm really kind of shy, so even with, you know what I'm saying, even being online like this, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna figure it out. But then, I had a couple of shots right before we
woke up.
Damn, I'm ready when you are. Let's do this shit.
Man. But yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna stop the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was a lovely podcast. Shout out to Mobb Deep, the infamous.
Yes,
shout out to the album.
Rest in peace, Prodigy.
A lot of people think it's close to a classic or classic. Y'all will see my review in the actual description. Please support. This is my daughter's clothing line. Sincerely Yours. That's her logo right there. I got a clothing line in the description. I actually do clothing myself. I design clothing, hip hop. I design women's clothes. I design babies' clothes, all types of clothes, hoodies, t-shirts, all types of stuff. So check the description. Check it out. I want you guys to support Amefika. Her information and where to find her will be in the description. You can shout out now if you want to as well, but all that stuff will be in the description. You give it to me, and we'll try to sell those clothes. That's all in your house. We'll try to get you some money in your pocket. Why not? And you can give me your Cash App, give me your Venmo, all that goes in the description. If people love you, people like you, this will be living on forever. They will Cash App you. Why not? We're giving great content. You're giving great information. You're entertaining, and why shouldn't they give a couple dollars for that? Why not?
Definitely, I enjoyed it. Thank y'all so much.
Peace. Everyone saying peace. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Ronnie, Keith,
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for next week.
You got Cam. I'm gonna call him Killer Cam. You got Jeffrey Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my girl was in here checking on me. Melanie. Shout out to Melanie. Shout out to everybody. Keith, like my boy Keith. Shout out to everybody that came in here. With the comments, and shout out my cousin Latrice. Shout out Taj Malik. Go check out some of his work. Taj Malik got some banging albums. Check him out. Stop playing. Support Boston. He's one of the top MCs, but he lives in Florida, but he's from Boston. Shout him out. Stop playing. Melanie says it was good meeting you, Amefika. You did great. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen.
More love, sweetie. Keep looking. Keith said keep looking good at 52. All right, guys, y'all know how I do it. Please love over hate, and that's it, man. And that's all I gotta say, man. It's all about the beans, Boston, man. It's Beantown, man. That's it. And all I do at the end.
I guess I gotta do 3 for the stripes.
3 for the stripes, we can do that. But guess what? It's all about Beantown. That's it. Beantown. That's it. Let's go. Stop, please.